I always say that a lot of stuff which you learn comes from your childhood.
Sure.
Agarwal, Khandelwal, right? You are a Marwadi and you kind of taught that in life that that every money is very important, cash is king, right? And so that generally is something which lot of the investment monies which are coming at me last year, they are not having the right respect for that whole stuff, that cash is king. And it's not always cash which has come from investor which is the king, but the cash which comes from customer which is actually the king. So what has happened is that and this is not new thing, right? It's the whole investment cycle, the whole pendulum which shifts from market being at a high to kind of low, and then going back again, right? So which is generally what's happening now. And I don't want to kind of make people afraid, but I think we're just on the start of it, right? And I'm sure the bankers would be speaking more about it. But what it has done is it's just gone a bit more crazy, and we have not raised a lot of capital, so we were not used to kind of spending a lot of money. But with raise of capital, actually, we did also go through, and I kind of obviously can speak very candid to a founder audience that you tend to spend a lot more, you want to take more risks, you want to do multiple things. With less capital, what it generally does to you is you are very, very focused. You generally think that I will not open 5 markets together, but I'll rather do 1 market, right? And we did that same thing, we opened 5 markets. Now when capital is kind of something which comes back to you, asking questions, what is that capital doing? Then you start going back to understanding your basics. So that's the whole cycle which is going in, right? And the last part is the market is actually in a place which is generally helpful, and helpful in the sense that when you are kind of building the whole business now, and a lot of them I'm assuming are very early stage startups. I think building in a rough environment is the best thing to do than really in a time when you have a lot of capital, because you don't learn a lot of basics of building a business. Don't want to get into a preaching mode, but I think it's a place where we are also, as a business, we are also trying to conserve a lot of cash because we believe that the next 18 months might be quite crucial.